Hey guys, it's Farhan the Car Man. We're back here at Addison again. I wanted to show something really cool this time. So, when you're shopping around for a used car or even a new car, one of the things that you might want to consider are the rotors. Rotors kind of dictate some of the maintenance that you might have down the road. So I'm in our pre-owned car lot right now. I have two cars that I want to talk about in terms of, just the rotors. I want to give two examples. So this is a Nissan Altima Coupe, and this is an Audi, and none of the car actually matters. What I want to just go to is the rotors that they're using. So this is the Audi's rotor, and as you can see, there's some corrosion buildup. I'm just going to zoom in closer to the actual rotor. There's some corrosion buildup, and now I'm here on family day, right? So family day, I know that all these cars have been sitting around over the weekend, or at least for one day. Now this one as well, you can see this one's been driven recently because you can see the difference in corrosion. Here's where the brake pad hit, and here's where its lifetime of corrosion has happened, right? That was the Nissan, that last one. Now I want to show you a Chevrolet Cruze. So this one was actually a previous rental unit. So it's been used about 20,000 kilometers, but it hasn't been driven since about Thursday, and today is the next Monday. So I want to show you this one. And again, keep in mind what we saw on the Nissan, right? We saw a lifetime of corrosion on the inside, and then we saw on the outside that the brake pads cleared it up. I'll address that in a second, why that's kind of a bad thing. But you can see on this one, right, there's very minimal corrosion, both on the inner ring and on the outside where the brake pads hit. Now these little lines, this can be anything. This is basically because it's been used for 20,000 kilometers. But basically, if you have that Altima, right, or if you have that Audi, one of the things, if you have those kind of rotors on your car, one of the things is that when it sits for a while, even an hour, even a day, and you first start it up and first start driving, it's harder to press the brake because the brake pads have to clear up all that rust. And the second thing is corrosion. It's an oxidizing reaction, so it's actually getting rid of most of the metal that's on the actual rotor. That basically means for you, the consumer, you have to come back in, maybe at 10,000 kilometers and replace the rotors. Now with these Duralife rotors that you saw on that last Cruze, it basically doubles the life of the rotor. Sometimes they're called Duralast, sometimes they're called Duralife. Sometimes they're called nitrogen dipped rotors, but basically those are rotors that you want to look for when you're shopping around for a used car or even a new car. And they're usually on American models, the ones that don't cheap out, but yeah, they are a very good investment into the future maintenance of your car because they double the life that you actually might get out of your rotors. You visit the dealership less for those rotor changes. Your brake pads don't wear down as much because they're not wiping off the rust residue that's there half the time. So again, that's another tip with Farhan the Car Man. Hopefully it's making your car buying experience a little bit easier and possibly a little bit more informative.